Hi everyone and welcome to the second video of this talk series, Defeat Your Stress with Code Stress. So today we'll start with the first letter of code stress and let's see what the first element is. Now the first element of code stress is S, and S here stands for self-image. Now before I move further with self-image, let me quickly tell you what exactly self-image is. Self-image is the picture, the view and the impression that we have about ourselves. It simply means like once we are looking into the mirror, whom do we see? What are we seeing? What are we admiring? What is there, what we are liking in that person whom we are looking at into the mirror, and what are the things which I don't like into that person. Now you must be thinking what this self-image has to do with the stress. But trust me, if we talk about different parameters, different factors and different reasons for stress, self-image is one of the most potential and most important reason defining the level of stress we are facing in our lives. It's actually very important for us to know that when we are looking at ourselves in the mirror, whom do we see? Do we see a person who is very intelligent, very smart, successful, happy, content in his life? Or do we see a person who is full of doubts, confusions, who is having some guilt, who is perceived as a failure? It's very important for us to look into these points and to give it a thought. Now, a very important question. Who decides what do we see in the mirror? Most of the times, what happens is that when we are looking at ourselves in the mirror, we don't see, we don't recognize, and we don't admire and acknowledge who we actually are. We look at ourselves, we see ourselves from the perception of other persons. It's just like we are not looking at our own reflection. We are not looking at and admiring us, what we actually are. We are just looking at the perception of others about ourselves. So it's like if someone has been telling you something repeatedly, anything like you are not a good boss because your team has not performed well, or you are not fit for this job because you are not a quick learner, or you must be feeling guilty as a mother because you're not spending sufficient time with your children and with your family. You're not able to give enough time to your family. So what exactly happens to us is that when we are looking at ourselves in the mirror, we stop seeing ourselves, what exactly we are. We start seeing an incompetent boss. We start seeing a mother full of guilt. We start seeing a person who is not a quick learner. This is something which is harming us. This is something which is creating stress in us. When we start looking at ourselves from the glasses of others' perception, that is where we start getting stressed, because now there is a fight going on between our heart and our mind. What do we want to be for the society, and what exactly we want to do in our own life? There should not be some struggle. There should not be that much of fight between our heart and our mind. There is fight going on everywhere around. At least there should not be any fight going on between your heart and your mind. That's very important. We all have so many people around us who are more concerned about our weaknesses, who are more focused on our weaknesses, and who keep on reminding about something we are not good at or something that we are missing out. But we have very few people who actually admire us or inspire us or motivate us based on our strengths. This is one of the reasons which causes stress in us, because it actually shifts our focus from our strengths to our weaknesses. Most of the time you will find in the interviews also the candidates saying that I know about my weaknesses, these are my weaknesses or areas of improvement, and this is how I'm struggling with this, these are the efforts I'm putting in to convert my weaknesses into my strengths. Now my point is, why to struggle to convert your weaknesses into your strengths? Why to stress yourself and put yourself into unwanted struggle of getting something which you are not good at? doing something, forcing yourself to do something which you are not good at? Why not to put the same efforts in doing something you are really good at? So why there should be a struggle to convert your weaknesses into your strengths? Why can't you simply convert your strengths into your competence and then your core competence? Why can't you excel in that? That should be our focus. Because if we are doing this, we will feel energetic, we feel enthusiastic, we'll feel our passion is alive. But if we are just struggling with our weaknesses, that is going to take a lot of our energy, and the outcome will be that we'll never be able to excel in our weaknesses. It's maybe you will be able to do it, but that's very difficult. The kind of efforts, the degree and intensity of efforts that you have to put is enormous. It's absolutely okay if sometimes you're not able to do something. It's absolutely okay if you're missing on some important events or functions at school at times. It's absolutely okay. That guilt should not be there. We should be able to learn for which we have to be guilty and for what things we don't have to be guilty. Nobody can do everything. No matter how hard you try, something or the other will be left. So it's very important for us to bring ourselves out of this guilt trap. So my suggestion here is that you should be the person who should decide whom do you see in the mirror. You should be able to see the positive points of your personality. You should be able to admire the person in the mirror. You should be able to get inspired by the person. You should like the person. You should be able to see your strengths, the good things, your achievements. Basically, you should be able to love the person in the mirror. So stop pushing yourself to fit into the perfect picture frame. That's not possible, and that's not required rather. If you deep dive into this topic, you can connect with me over my specialized programs on building powerful and positive self-image. And believe me, do practice it. You will feel the difference. Not only you, but the people around you, they will also notice significant difference in you. You will see the difference. You will find yourself more satisfied, happy, content, in peace of mind. And you will find that you are able to focus on your goals in a much better way. So guys, that's all from my side in this video. If you like the video, if you like the concept, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video and press the notification icon. See you soon in my next video, where I'll be talking about the next element, that is T of the code stress. So defeat your stress with code stress. See you soon in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye. Stay safe. Keep learning and keep shining.